It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Won't you be mine? Couldn't you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? How are you, neighbor? It's good to see y'all. How you doing, Rip Curl Crew? I'm here, about ready to do another video for you. So, that being said, I was up this morning, because he does them crack-ass early in the morning, at least Pacific time, watching Prepper Nation and all the Prepper Nation community that's there, going over what was a really good topic this morning. So if you haven't checked out Prepper Nation, you really should. It'll be down in my comment section and there'll be links to it. Check it out. Tell them the Rip Curl Crew said hi. And, well, let's get to it. Today, John was talking about tools and having the right tools, having your tools in good condition. Don't buy the cheap tools. Having the preps that you need, having them in a tip-top shape, keeping them maintained, being ready, getting ready. And he went over a few other things, and he's always got great topics. And it got me thinking this morning about a tool that I have that I think all of you should have that will save you come SHTF situation, quite possibly. I know it saved me this morning, because I can tell you, we have a shower that's like a closet. I know you know the one where you drop the soap, reach over, hit your head, just say forget it, rinse off, call it good. Yep, that's the one that's a dark pit of despair. That's the one. Well, I fixed that for our family by putting one of those extending shower rods in there and hanging this here LED light in there. It's been working great. Everybody's happy. And when everybody's happy, I'm happy. Well, it stopped working this morning, along with the water heater. But let's just keep it to the light right now. Light stopped working. Nobody's happy. Everybody can't seem to hold on to that soap. So who's the one that they're not happy with? Not the light, me. So I went out and got my handy dandy cordless gas powered Zippo butane fuel. Just put it right in there, fill it up, and I was ready to go. Soldering iron, not expensive. Got it in Harbor Freight. Ooh, still warm from practicing. Ow! Anyhow, thought to myself, I don't have to go buy a new light. Those aren't cheap. And if you know what I'm talking about, in SHTF, your phone stops working, some other piece of electronics stop working, your radios stop working, your CB stops working, your flashlight stops working, maybe the one on your pew-pew. Well, what are you going to do? SHTF, not likely you're going to go out and find one to replace it with. So you're going to have to fix it. So what did I do? I cracked into, well, into outer space as far as I'm concerned. So there was circuits and everything just running around everywhere. But my son had faith in me. He says, Dad, you can do it. So I took it open, and sure enough, the negative wire had come loose. Now, I don't know how that happens. There must be gremlins inside of there, which probably Anquifa is in there, tearing my wires loose. So I got that wire, and I shoot out the Anquifa and gave him a quick burn or two. And I got to soldering. Found out where it came loose from, because I could see the sloppiness like this here of soldering silver solder. And so I fire up my device, let her sit there warm up for a minute, and I'll tell you what I did. I took that wire and it already had solder on there, so you don't need any solder. And I took that wire and I heated up that little spot and started to melt away. And when that thing looks like liquid mercury and starts floating around on you, that's when you know it's time to stick that wire back where it goes. And don't worry about it. It's got a little pinpoint on here if you wanted to, but don't worry about it. You can handle it. just make sure, sometimes gloves are a good idea, as you can see earlier, because I'm a knucklehead and I could burn myself. Oh, and don't worry about this round. Last I checked, I don't think this one's live. Although it is an incendiary on there. That's a little worrisome. Well, we'll be quick about this so I don't heat that up too hot. And as you can see, it's starting to turn silver. So I'll just put my wire in there. Get it stuck on there. Come on, baby. Oh, that round's starting to sizzle. And there you have it. Oops. Almost. Now, right about now, you're wondering, what is this guy doing? Did he even get that light working? I can assure you that I was motivated because no one was happy. Happy, happy, happy. And just like that, we'll let it cool down a little bit. Now, as you can see, that wire is attached. That's exactly what you do inside of there. You just put that little thing down right on the solder. As soon as it starts looking nice and shiny and moving around like mercury, you stick that wire to it. Good enough. But another use you can do is if you got two wires, well, of course, there you go. I went ahead and didn't do a very good job of that. Oop. I'm moving it around too soon. All right. I bet you Mr. Rogers can do this. Now, it'd help if I had some flux, but I couldn't find any, so. Anyhow, you saw it was stuck there. Now, one thing you can do, if you got two wires that get separated, go ahead, twist those things together, just like a game of Twister, and go ahead and hold down that soldering iron on there, and get your solder on there. Now, if you have flux, it's just you just smooth it on there, but once you get that, you smooth it around on there. Get it worked into the twisting, and that's it. This connection now that you've made that came loose will not come undone. It's hot right now, but what you'll see is that the silver solder has gotten in between all of those little coils and made this a permanent connection. You can now put tape over this. You can put a crimp on it. Some people like to do this before they crimp. That's a good idea, especially if it's something like on a tractor or a heavy use generator, something with a lot of vibration. So I hope that that helped you out in thinking about a tool like this, because I guarantee you, you're going to use it more than you think, especially in an SHTF situation. You're going to find that wires come loose all the time, and it's all because of the Anquifa gremlins. But I win this time. That's right. That light works. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because in this neighborhood, we're friendly. Much love, all.